Hey there YouTube, it's Kurt here, and today I'm going to talk about advertising, and advertising for independent artists, and whether or not you should do it, and how you should go about doing it. So to answer the first question, yes, you should advertise. If you want to get the ball rolling, and you want to market to the fans you want to market to, and you eventually want to make a living from your music, you're going to have to advertise. If you get signed to an independent label, either the independent label will advertise it, or they'll give you money to advertise. That's ultimately how they make sales, and no matter how good your music is, that's pretty much how a lot of people end up getting heard. Now, I don't know, there might be exceptions to the rule, like for example, Chance the Rapper. I'm not sure how much he actually invested in marketing his product. But he did live in Chicago. He lived in suburban Chicago, or one of the suburbs. And when you live in an environment like that, it's much more easy for your music to take off, just because there's a much more ready network available for your music to reach a lot of people. So again, I don't know how well or how hard he actually advertises his own material. But if you don't live directly inside of a major hub of music, you're going to at least want to advertise, and hopefully advertise to those major hubs of music. And you can do this through Facebook. You can do it actually through Google AdSense. You can actually do it through more conventional ways, through the past, by actually like physically making flyers to people. That's actually really old school, and you'll reach a lot less people. But the important thing is, if you go to Facebook advertising, what you want to do is you really want to refine your audience. You want to know who you will sound like, and you want to make sure your music, it really attracts people's attention right away. So if you make a Facebook video containing your music, or a music video, you're going to want something engaging. So that's probably the best route to go, is that to actually have at least a decent music video to go along with your great music that sounds like artists you like. And that will help you hit the targets that you want to. Now, in order to get the ball rolling and to get actually people listening and then sharing your music, you'll probably need, I would guess, at least a few $1,000s. And that sounds like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money, but that's just the reality. A lot of bands don't make it big until they get signed by a smaller label, and they help them out with advertising with that amount of money. But if you can do it on your own, that's just what it is. So, tie this into why you shouldn't play for free. This is pretty much the reason why you should never play for free. Is that instead of playing for free and probably doing it to 10 or 15 people, you can go work at an actual job, yes, and make $80 in that entire shift, and reach more people through advertising with that $80 than you will ever get playing for free to 10 to 15 people. That's why you should pretty much never play for free unless you're playing a benefit, or you're playing some sort of community event. It's just normally not going to be good for you. Now, with all of this in mind, it's important to keep in mind that there are more important things than making it in the music industry. I'm going to repeat this. There are more important things than making it in the music industry. Your relationships are more important than making it in the music industry. If you have good relationships with your band members, those relationships are more important than making it in the music industry. So if you have the important things in your life, don't overly concern yourself with advertising or these trivial things. But if you're going to try to get steady growth, and you have a good job, it might be good to invest some of that money in advertising. So yeah, and again, don't throw $5,000 at it at once. Do test runs. Do test runs with your advertisements. See if they're effective, and then you can throw more money at it. And that's a really good way to go about it. Now, yeah, I think that pretty much covers the topic. I haven't been making as many videos because my computer's been a little on the fritz lately. And that's just the reality of low budget and trying to invest in a lot of things. But if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Feel free to subscribe, like all that other YouTube stuff. So, but I really appreciate it, guys. So, peace.